As you can see, I'm recording this video in the daylight, and it's so much better because you can see me better. The lighting's so much better, and it's because luckily no one's home right now. Well, I do have someone home, but she's sleeping, so it's a lot easier to record when there's no sound in the background, just so it doesn't interrupt our video here. Okay, so week 5 update on our process so far of my bodybuilding documentation series. I know it's a little late. I apologize. I need to be up to date with these videos week to week so you guys could be updated and you're not waiting too long for these videos, so that's my apology. But today's topic, in a little bit, I'll be discussing about understanding yourself as a consumer, understanding what you need, what you want, and doing your research for finding the right coach or finding the right trainer to help you get the results you need, because there's so many scams out there, so many people that just sells you bullshit all the time. And this video is not for me to promote my services, but for me just to educate everyone who's watching, everyone who's listening, who's trying to find a coach or trying to find a trainer to work with to get ready for the summer. Alright, so that'll be the topic I'll be discussing about later on in this video. But in terms of my progress so far, week 4 and 5 has been a little tough because I've been trying to like fight through some sickness I had, transitioning from the cold weather to the hot, well, not hot but warmer weather. People were getting symptoms of the flu and people were coughing. I was getting symptoms of like sniffles and stuff like that. To be honest, I probably had some virus in me, but my symptoms were just not as strong as other people. So fortunate enough, it wasn't a full-blown flu. I'm feeling a lot better now, so training has resumed to better and normal regimen. I know for weeks 4 and 5 I was struggling just to get to the gym because it was not feeling good. I was not feeling good at all, and you know, lifting the weights and was just not good at all. But I pulled back on the weights a little bit and it helped. I didn't really take a deload. I just pulled back on the weights a little bit just so the exercise felt a little easier. But in terms of week 5, like I said, from week to week it's hard to see progress because I see myself in the mirror every single time. I recommend people to take photos of themselves week to week and then compare week 1 to maybe week 4 or week 1 to week 6. That way you can see that progress you made within those 6 weeks. I work with a lot of people who say they don't see any changes at all, because they look at themselves in the mirror all the time. So like for them to see changes, it's very little from day to day until they actually see a before and after photo of themselves. Okay, so once again, this is the disclaimer. Do my posing update here. So cut into the next 2 minutes, so where I talk about finding the right coach for yourself and what you should be looking for in a coach. Alright, so this week 5, the posing update. As you can see, it's not easy and I need to practice these poses more and more, especially holding in the stomach area. Right now I'm not as lean, so it's a little tougher. Once I get leaner, it'll be a lot easier. But with bodybuilding, so the breathing is actually different from actually how you would be doing it if you're lifting. So if you're lifting, right, you want to breathe into your diaphragm and expand your lower back and your stomach area in order to protect your lower back. But in bodybuilding and posing, you actually want to breathe into your chest, so you have a bigger chest, smaller waist, and you get to just look like you're bigger than you really are. So for a lot of people who are into bodybuilding, who wants to do bodybuilding, you see these guys who are very lightweight actually on the scale. They're like 130 to 150 pounds. I'm talking about natural bodybuilding, by the way, and they look like they're maybe 20 pounds heavier than what they actually are. So, and a lot of it's just knowing how to pose properly, knowing how to breathe properly, and understanding that it takes a lot of practice. It's not
happening overnight. A lot of it is just practice, like I said. It's funny because it's kind of like being a magician, I guess, because you're creating an illusion of something that you're really not. And that's just a sport. That's just a sport of bodybuilding, and that's just how it is. But it is cool. It's cool to see how people present themselves on stage, and how someone who's bigger might not necessarily be the winner of the competition, and someone who's smaller could actually pull off a victory if they know how to display themselves a lot better than the bigger individual. All right, so that's week 5. Oh my god, look at that gut. I mean, I'm pretty high in body fat percentage still, but I do need to practice holding that in a bit more. All right, so that's week 5. I'll check in with you guys next week on post.
So let's talk about today's topic. Today's topic, we're discussing about finding a right coach for yourself. Now, that can be me, it could be someone else. I don't care who you find, but I want you to find someone that's gonna give you what you need and what you want, and it's gonna be worth your money. Because so many times I find people hiring someone and they end up getting a shit service. They're getting a really bad product, and they're wasting their money. So I'm not here to promote myself. I do offer training online and in person, but this video is not for me to promote myself. This video is for me to educate you, to help you understand what to look for when finding a personal trainer for yourself or online coach for yourself. People who do these like 2 weeks transformation and then end up selling you a program that's really not customized to you, or really just trying to take your money, and they have these before and after photos that are like drastic changes, right? From them shooting out their stomach out in the side, and then they take a picture in the front and you don't see the stomach anymore, and you see some type of lines in their stomach, right? Or you even see like a complete six-pack. You see this all the time when people are trying to promote their programs, their 2-week transformation programs, or 4-week transformation programs. Now don't get me wrong, you can do a lot within 4 weeks or even 2 weeks if you put in the work and you're pretty much 99% on point with your nutrition and your training. But for the majority of us and majority of people who are new into fitness and is trying to lose weight or struggle in the past to lose weight, you're gonna mess up again, right? You're gonna have those days where you mess up on your diet. You're gonna have those days where you mess up on your workouts, and that's okay. So you want to make sure you just get right back on track. That's the main point of any type of program, right? But to say that's realistic and you can see results within 2 weeks like that is just total BS, and people fall for it all the time. Like they see a video on YouTube, oh, I did jump ropes for 2 minutes every single day for 2 weeks, and this was my before and after. Like, come on, really? Like, you tell me I could do something for 2 minutes every day for 2 weeks and I'll see this drastic change? Like, what can you do for 1 minute every single day for that, or 2 minutes for every single day for that short period of time to see a drastic change? Like, you put that scenario in any other situation and it's not realistic. Same thing for fitness, same thing for body transformations. It's not freaking realistic. If you want to accomplish something, it's gonna take some time, and if you want to see a drastic change, it's gonna take some time. It's not gonna take freaking 2 weeks. It's not gonna take 4 weeks. It might take you 6 months, it might take you a year, it might take you 3 years, but it's gonna take some time, because we don't just automatically just change our body within that short period of time. Okay, with that being said, what to look for when hiring a coach, or what to look for when hiring a fitness professional for yourself. Number one, that person better care about you. Like, that person better care about you before they care about their paycheck. Like, that's number one. If they don't care about you, they're not gonna put any effort into writing the program, or even checking up with you on your nutrition, or just overall checking in with you. Coaches who care are coaches that are gonna keep you accountable. So number two, besides from caring, they should have some type of credibility, and most of the time it should just be people they work with in the past. As a customer, you should ask for their credibility, whether it be education, certification, or experience, or the results they produce for other clients they work in the past. Because that's probably number one out of the certification, education, and producing results. That's number one on the list in my opinion, and that should be number one in your eyes as well when you're looking for a trainer. If you're a yoga enthusiast, you probably wouldn't go work with a bodybuilder or someone who lifts heavy weights or someone who trains for marathons to ask for yoga advice, right? So find someone who's training individuals to meet their goals and who has similar goals as you. They practice what they preach. That's my third point. A lot of trainers out there, they tell you to do this, tell you to do this, or they tell you you should be doing this, tell you should be eating better, tell you should be lifting more weights, or tell you should be doing more cardiovascular work. But at the same time, you look at them and they're not doing any of that. They're out of shape themselves and they don't work out at all. So that's one thing you have to keep in mind. I'm not saying all trainers who don't work out or all trainers who don't look a certain type of way is not qualified to be a trainer. I think there are a lot of smart trainers who don't work out as frequently or who don't have the physique. And I think it's important to differentiate someone who just have a body but no knowledge, and someone who don't have a body but have the knowledge to help you. So those are the things I recommend in terms of what to look for when seeking a trainer, seeking an online coach, seeking a fitness professional. Number one, like I said before, they care about you. Like seriously, like, and I mean care, like genuinely care about you. Not caring about you because you're about to pay them a couple $100s or a couple $1,000s in order for you to get training from them. So number one, care. Number two, experience working with clients, showing results, producing results, education, certifications, all those above. And number three, they practice what they preach. And those are my 3 key things I recommend for you guys if you're looking for a trainer. Hopefully this video helped you in terms of just educating yourself on what to look for as a customer, because being a customer, it's also your job to be educated on different products out there and different services out there. For example, like whenever I buy something online or I buy something in the store, I'm gonna do my research. Like pretend I'm buying headphones or earbuds, I'm gonna do my research on whether this one will be worth it or this one will be worth it, and I compare the prices. I do reviews, I watch test videos. So same thing with training. You have to compare pricing, you have to compare experience and knowledge, and then you have to compare the 2 individuals or 2 trainers that you're looking at and see if they fit your goals and needs. Get yourself educated before you actually purchase online training or purchase in-person training, whether it be me, whether it be any other coach out there. I want you to do your research. Alright, so hope that was helpful. I'm gonna continue to provide value to you guys. If there's any other topics you'd like me to discuss about, leave it down in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.